John Quincy Adams was born on July 11, 1767, in Braintree, Massachusetts, now part of Quincy. He was the eldest son of John Adams, the second President of the United States, and Abigail Adams. Growing up in a family deeply involved in the American Revolution, Adams was immersed in the political and intellectual currents of the era from a young age. Adams' early education was rigorous and comprehensive. He studied in Europe, accompanying his father on diplomatic missions to France and the Netherlands during the Revolutionary War. This exposure to international politics and cultures had a profound impact on his worldview. Adams later attended Harvard College, graduating in 1787. He then studied law and was admitted to the bar in 1790. Adams' diplomatic career began in earnest when President George Washington appointed him as the U.S. Minister to the Netherlands in 1794. His competence in this role led to subsequent appointments, including U.S. Minister to Prussia from 1797 to 1801. During his tenure in Prussia, Adams negotiated the Treaty of Berlin, which helped to protect American commercial interests. After his father lost the presidency to Thomas Jefferson in 1800, Adams returned to the United States and continued his career in law and politics. He served as a Massachusetts state senator and was later elected to the U.S. Senate. However, his tenure as a senator was marked by his independent stance, which often put him at odds with his own party, the Federalists. Adams' most significant contribution to American foreign policy came during his tenure as Secretary of State under President James Monroe from 1817 to 1825. He played a crucial role in the negotiation of the Treaty of Ghent, which ended the War of 1812. His diplomatic skills were further showcased in the Adams-Onis Treaty of 1819, which resulted in the acquisition of Florida from Spain and established the western boundary of the United States. Adams is perhaps best known for his role in formulating the Monroe Doctrine, a cornerstone of American foreign policy. This doctrine declared that the Western Hemisphere was off-limits to new European colonization and that any attempt to interfere in the affairs of American nations would be seen as an act of aggression. The Monroe Doctrine had long-lasting implications for U.S. foreign policy and the country's role in the world. John Quincy Adams was elected as the sixth President of the United States in 1824, in one of the most contentious elections in American history. Although Andrew Jackson won the most popular and electoral votes, no candidate secured a majority. The decision was left to the House of Representatives, which elected Adams after he was supported by Speaker of the House Henry Clay, whom Adams later appointed as his Secretary of State. This so-called corrupt bargain tainted Adams' presidency from the start. Adams' presidency was marked by his ambitious vision for the nation. He proposed an extensive program of internal improvements, including the construction of roads, canals, and a national university. However, his legislative agenda faced staunch opposition from Jacksonian Democrats, who viewed his proposals as an overreach of federal power. Despite his challenges, Adams made significant contributions in areas such as scientific advancement and infrastructure development. He supported the establishment of the Smithsonian Institution and the development of the U.S. Naval Observatory. His focus on infrastructure laid the groundwork for future projects that would eventually shape the nation. After losing the 1828 election to Andrew Jackson, Adams did not retire from public service. Instead, he embarked on a remarkable post-presidential career by being elected to the House of Representatives in 1830. Serving for 17 years until his death, Adams became a leading advocate against slavery.